WWE's Vince McMahon paid more than $12 million to four women over the past 16 years to suppress sexual misconduct allegations. Wow. And they're really, really trying to get rid of him. Okay, he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave the company, and now I believe his daughter is going to take over, Stephanie McMahon. Okay, you know, the WWE's in the shitter. It hasn't been any good since the 90s. We all know that. But this is hardcore. And this is also happening to the owner of the Redskins. And it's kind of the playbook. It's just the playbook. In this business, in these businesses, this high level stuff, when they want you out and when they want you gone, they'll just bring out any little thing they have in the chamber, okay, when it comes to something like this. So these allegations have probably been there for years. Look at, like it says, 16 years, and people have known about them, okay, but nobody ever said anything. Nobody ever decided to, oh yeah, I'm going to use these allegations now. I'm going to make them happen now. You see, but instead they were like, oh, well, we want him out now. We want the WWE to go in a different direction. Okay, well, time to bring out those allegations. Okay, this is from Yahoo Sports. Report, former WWE CEO Vince McMahon paid more than $12 million to four women to suppress sexual misconduct allegation. Vince McMahon, the longtime CEO of WWE, who stepped down in June, paid four women at least $12 million total over the past 16 years to hide numerous allegations of sexual misconduct, according to a report by the Wall Street Journal. McMahon was also being investigated by WWE's board after it was discovered in April he paid $3 million to cover up an affair with a former employee. This new report indicates McMahon covered up more. And here we go. These are it right here. Let's check this out. So far, here are the four settlements McMahon reportedly paid out per the Journal. A $7.5 million payment in 2018 to a former wrestler who alleged McMahon coerced her into giving him oral sex and then demoted her and ultimately declined to review her contract in 2005 after she resisted further sexual encounters. What the fuck? So she gave him some dome and then he demoted her. So I guess it wasn't very good dome then. Next one. A roughly $1 million payment in 2008 to a WWE contractor who presented the company with unsolicited nude photos of Mr. McMahon she reported receiving from him and alleged that he had sexually harassed her on the job. So this is the problem. When you're that rich, you don't just send someone dick pics. And this is another problem I've always never understood. These guys are rich. Why would they be going after women that don't want to be with them? You're trying to tell me that a man has cash like Vince McMahon does. He's got serious fucking paper, serious money, real money, right? And then he's trying to go out with women that don't even like him? What are you doing, Vince? What are you doing? What is wrong with you, Vince? Dude, and I've said it so many times on my channel, if a woman doesn't like you, leave her the fuck alone. Leave her alone, okay? And if she does like you, but she's just playing the oh, I don't like you game, well, then leave her the fuck alone, and then she'll go after you, okay? But if a woman doesn't want you to have advances on her, then leave her the fuck alone, okay? Now, I'm not going to say anything because I feel like this guy, he's probably one of those people that they can't take no for an answer, and that's why he's so successful. So it is a staple in his mind, like, oh, I don't accept no. Nobody tells me no. I'm going to get my whatever I want, So then when all these people, there's still two more stories. When all these people, when they told him no, he was like, well, I'm going to get what I want. A $1 million payment in 2006 to a former 10-year WWE manager who alleged McMahon initiated a sexual relationship with her. What? Hold on. That doesn't sound right. What? A $1 million payment in 2006 to a former 10-year WWE manager who alleged McMahon initiated a sexual relationship with her. Am I missing something? What what's the problem here? Because he initiated so he tried to bang her. That more sounds like a shakedown. Like that sounds like a woman came to him and she told him, "Look, you tried to have sex with me, so now I'm going to tell everybody that you initiated a sexual relationship." But does that mean they had sex? Initiated a sexual relationship with her. I guess. Okay, fine. That one is the only one that's a little bit suspect. No, that doesn't sound like something. It doesn't sound like the other two. So, I don't know. Initiated a sexual relationship with her. If you know what that means, tell me in the comments because I don't. Doesn't that just mean he tried to bang her, right? So why would you pay her $1 million unless she like came at you and shook your ass down to get some money out of you? That's got to be what it was because that doesn't sound like anything that would be bad. I don't know unless there's some more details to that they're not saying in this. Next, excuse me, the $3 million payment in 22 to the former paralegal who allegedly had an affair with McMahon. The board concluded the relationship between McMahon and this woman was consensual. Well, why did he pay her then? Wait. Okay, the first two make sense. So let's read the first two. A $7 million payment in 18 to a former wrestler who coerced her into giving him oral sex and then demoted her. Now that's fucked up. Okay, the next one. A roughly $1 million payment in 08 to a contractor who presented the company with unsolicited nude photos of McMahon. Okay, she received from him alleged that he had sexually harassed her on the job. Okay, those two I can understand. That's fucked up. You don't want people to find out about that, so you're going to pay some cash. But these last two, what? See, this one doesn't. And I tried going over it just 3 minutes ago, and I still don't get it when I read it again. As $1 million payment in 06, former 10-year manager who alleged McMahon initiated a sexual relationship with her. So what? Okay, see, that's the thing. There's got to be some kind of details in there because if someone like me was to hear that and then there's actually no details, then it just sounds like she shook his ass down and he tried to have sex with her and she's like, "Well, I'm going to tell everybody you tried to have sex with me. I'm going to let everybody know." That's the only thing it can sound like to me. I genuinely don't know. And then the last one, the $3 million payment in 2022 to the former paralegal who allegedly had an affair with McMahon. The board concluded the relationship between McMahon and this woman was consensual. How's that something that you pay $3 million for? See, and it sounds like another shakedown. Like she came to him and she told him, "I'm going to tell everyone, or you better give me some money or I'm going to tell everyone." So he's like, "Fine, take $3 million." Dude, $3 million to Vince McMahon? Like he fucking cares about $3 million. Okay, so I'm going to say the first two, yeah, I could understand why you'd want to pay someone for those two things. But the last two, I don't know. And I guess that's just me being a broke ass because if someone was to come to me and be like, "Hey, Andrew, we had sex and I'm going to tell everybody we had sex or you're going to pay me $1 million." Go ahead, go and tell them. I don't fucking care. I'm not giving you $1 million. You're fucking stupid. Okay, the board is also investigating a $1.5 million NDA agreement, or NDA, non-disclosure agreement, from 2012 between the same former paralegal and WWE executive John Laurinaitis. McMahon voluntarily... Wait, so that same paralegal banged two of them? Oh, come on. Hold on. So it was consensual with McMahon, and then he paid the paralegal $3 million. And then the same paralegal went after that guy, John Laurinaitis. When was this? This was in 2022, and this was in 2012. So that, if you want me to be an asshole and tell you what that sounds like, it just sounds like a woman that targeted two executives from WWE. Sorry, that's what it sounds like. Sorry. McMahon voluntarily stepped down on June 17th following the reports of the investigation as well as the alleged settlement. He also pledged his complete cooperation to the investigation and pledged to accept the findings and outcome of the investigation, whatever they are. Okay, well, I don't know what they're going to be because those four, even the two payoffs for the first two don't sound too bad. It doesn't sound like rape. It doesn't sound like sexual assault. what's the problem here? I mean, the part where he coerced her into giving him oral sex. Okay, well, well, why'd you do it? Why didn't you get out of the room and leave? Why didn't you bite his dick? Why didn't you report rape? Why didn't you do anything? Okay, that part, okay, he coerced her, but she still did it. And then he demoted her. Look, that dome you gave me, it wasn't really all that great. So you're gonna have to go to NXT. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, like it says right there, he pledged to accept the findings and outcome of the investigation, whatever they are. Okay, but I don't see anything criminal here. I don't hear anything that he could go to prison for. I don't hear anything, much less something that's worth 7.5, 1 million, 1 million, and 3 million. I don't hear anything in those four where it would be necessary to pay someone off. I mean, I guess, but how would she even be able to prove that he declined her to renew her contract in '05 after she resisted further sexual encounters? Unless she can prove that he actually said that, where he tried to bang her again and she said no, and he was like, fine then, you don't want to bang? Well, then you're not going to get your shit renewed. Unless you could prove something like that, and I'm going to say it again. I don't see anything here that's worth any of that. $1 million because you initiated a sexual relationship? That sounds like a shakedown. Sounds like a shakedown. 3 million because you had a consensual relationship? Sounds like a shakedown. And then the same paralegal went and did it to this, or did it before to this guy, John Laurinaitis. Sounds like a shakedown. It's probably because they're cheating, right? It's got to be because, I don't know, is he still married to whatever her name, Linda, right? I think her name was Linda. He's got to be still married, so that's the only thing I can think of. Or this John Laurinaitis guy was married, so that's why they did an NDA, so his wife wouldn't find out, right? That's the only thing I can think of, because nothing I've read so far makes me believe that he would go to prison for doing that, so he should have paid. I could understand if he straight up raped a female wrestler. I could understand that, and then you pay her $7.5 million to shut the hell up. Okay, fine. That's hardcore. Put him in fucking prison for that. Whatever. But because she gave him some bad head and he demoted her, he's gonna pay her $7.5 million? Dude, I'm sorry, and all the women that want to get offended, I'm sorry, ladies, but these sound like shakedowns, right? Even the women can probably agree with that. These sound like money grabs right here. I don't hear anything that's illegal. McMahon's daughter, Stephanie McMahon, was named interim CEO and interim chairwoman after serving as the company's chief brand officer, as well as a former wrestler. Okay, I guess that's it. Well, yeah, that's it. Okay, this is the problem. I hadn't read this yet before I brought it to you, and I thought there was going to be a hell of a lot more than that. So, I don't know, man. That does not sound like anything you should be paying for. But I think from what those sound like, right? It's more of an image thing. It's more of an image. He didn't do anything illegal. He just doesn't want them to come out and say anything to protect his image. But damn, dude, $7.5 million